Hey, this is Krazyduck, and tonight on Jammin TV with KD, we got Derek from Bkeith High School right here in the studio, and we're going to bring him to you right here after this.
Breast cancer doesn't just affect women. This year, over 40,000 women will die. The Breast Cancer Research Foundation has given over $20 million in research grants. Please, help us make a difference. Call now, 1-866-FIND-A-CURE.
Welcome to Jammin TV with KD. Tonight we're going to bring you Derek from Bkeith High School, but before we do, I want to talk to you all about what our plans are. Next season, high school season, we're going to try to do this thing called Back to School with Jammin TV with KD, where we're going to come to your local high school and put a battle of the bands together, and the winner of the battle of bands not only will get to be able to play and open up for 2 artists of ours that we'll bring to your school, but they'll be able to come on my show and be able to talk about it, enjoy the show and all that, and also be able to travel and get to meet people out there. So hey, look forward to the new show coming to you next year called Back to School with Jammin TV with KD. But right now, we got Derek in the studio and we're gonna bring him to you right here. What's up, Derek? How you doing, brother?
What's up, KD?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, so how long you been singing, man?
I've been singing for I would say around 3 years. I started in high school. The high school I'm going to right now, Blake. There are a lot of artists there that just inspire me to go forward with music. So I feel like if I'm already in that environment, I might as well shape my talent, my skill, my craft. Yeah, and so I started singing,
What is it like to be in high school and in today's time?
It's pretty stressful actually because you've got AP classes to juggle, you've got all these new technology like EDSB. I know they're instating in schools in Hillsborough at least now. They have FLVS online courses that are mandatory for you to take, AP classes, college courses. You get, it's just becoming more competitive for us kids, and sometimes it could be unhealthy. I know I stay up sometimes doing homework until 3 o'clock in the morning. I get 4 hours of sleep sometimes. It's kind of stressful, but you know what? I will not let that get in the way of my dreams.
Yeah, and your dreams is to be an artist?
Yeah.
What instruments you play?
I play violin and piano.
And so who's the lovely lady beside you, brother?
This is Jessie Johnston.
Jessie Johnston. How
yes.
you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, do you do music?
I do.
Yeah, what do you do?
I sing.
Yeah, you sing. You gonna sing for us today?
If you ask me to.
Well, I just think I did.
Is it now?
Huh?
Now?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait and see
Okay.
how things go. So, how y'all two come together?
Well, I actually met her through this program called STEM Tech. It was like a school. It was based on, basically STEM Tech focuses on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and schools target students who are ranked high in their class, who have high GPAs, and who are on financial aid for the school. And they basically bring these schools into a camp and they help them raise money through learning, basically. We learn and then we get $500 at the end of the camp. And so I met this young lady over there at STEM Tech, and we became good friends from there. And as soon as I got out of my previous relationship, I jumped into this one. Because it's not even a question of faith or anything. It's just, I saw this young lady and I thought, wowzers, I need to get my hands on that trophy.
Hey, whatever fits the bill. Yeah. Whatever floats the boat, whatever sinks the ship, however you want to do it. It's all good in my book there, but no, for real, man. Y'all two sing together, ain't you?
Yeah, we do. We play around with it. We've never really actually gone to gigs and performed in front of people or anything, but we We sing together.
Speaking of performing, didn't you just like win last week a competition of some kind?
Yeah, I won a talent show actually at a local library called West Tampa Branch Library. They were holding a small talent show there, and because I won there, I got $100, which is good financially for me. And then from there, they moved me to finals, which is at the John F. Germany Public Library. And then they moved me to finals because I won that competition. And yeah, I did really well.
Awesome.
I'm hoping for more performance opportunities in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, what, you got any more coming up?
Not right now. I don't have any gigs scheduled, but I'm really trying. I have this model and talent search thing that I'm going to at the West Shore Mall, and I'm hoping that gets me further in my career. So.
Well, man, I definitely hope that we can do something to help you better your
Yeah,
career and
definitely.
everything and stuff. 'Cause that's gonna be pretty awesome, you know. And so, what is it that you wish to do with your music? Hopefully, what are you looking to become as?
I just want to entertain people. I want to bring smiles to people's faces. I want everyone to have a good time wherever I go. So anything really, like playing at bars, performing with a band on stage, jumping, you know, touring the world even, you know. Wherever music takes me, I'll go. I'll follow it.
So you're looking to try to put a band together?
Yeah, actually. I'm looking to put together a band.
Well, maybe there's some musicians out there that are at his school or something that y'all looking to put somebody that's a good lead vocalist and all y'all get together and create this, you know, because that would be awesome. And when
Yeah.
y'all do, let me know, because I love to come out and hear your show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And see what else we can
I'll
do.
probably even bring them on the show.
Yeah, so you the only child or no?
No, I have two brothers, an older and a younger brother.
Yeah, tell me about them.
My older brother's going to college right now. He's going to HCC for his AA. He's a voice actor, so like he's doing voiceovers over the radio, and he is submitting auditions right now. He's not really making it yet, but there are a few people who accepted his audition and are interested in working with him, so I'm really proud of him. And then my younger brother, he's still in school, you know. He's a little brat.
He's a little
But
brat.
I love him.
Oh, you gotta love him, man, as always. But you know, he'll grow up one day and have your back anytime, you know.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
everything. How about you there?
I have two brothers and a sister. My sister, she is in the Air Force. Well, recently got out of the Air Force to be a nurse. And my oldest brother was in the Army, and he got out also. And my 17-year-old brother, he's a senior at Steinbrenner High School, and he is going into the Navy in May. Or
Hey, guy condone the Navy, right on.
yeah.
Yeah, so what do you look to do, hopefully, with your career of singing?
Well, I want to do sports medicine and work with the big league teams. And I also want to do something with music. My dream has always been to sing in a jazz bar. So I'm going to try.
So you like jazz music?
I do. I love all kinds of music.
Oh, wow, that's awesome being so young and love jazz. And, you know, what is your inspiration? Who inspired you about singing?
Well, ever since I was little, I've been singing. My brother and I, we've been acting and singing since we were 2 or 3 years old, and we have family movies on it. It's really funny. Well, my mom pretty much inspired me because I believe I got my talent from her. And we sing all the time, and it's all fun, and, you know, it's just a family thing. We have a lot of talented people in my family, so that's where I get it
What
from.
about you? Who inspired you to learn to start singing and get into this?
Really, I was in a little relationship over like the middle school years, you know. I was in the honeymoon phase and everything was great. And she sang, actually. So I decided, you know, that I wanted to sing too, so that we could perform duets and stuff and be all cutesy, middle school couple. And then, so yeah, she was really what inspired me to start singing. And what inspired me to go on is seeing all these artists make it big from just posting YouTube covers like Tori Kelly and even Justin Bieber, I'd hate to say, but you know what? He made it big through YouTube, so hey, he can do it. Anyone can do it.
I'm so glad they didn't see my face when you said his name. You know, I think it's great that Justin Bieber or whatever made it big and stuff, but I think it's gone to he's gotten influenced by the the recognition too much and by the popularity that it's draining him as a child. I mean, he's still a young kid. Even though he's an adult, a young adult, he's still, you know, I think he got famous too young, too quick. And,
that's true, yeah.
You
And you
know,
see that in a lot of artists now, so.
You know, and now it's like he's got more money than he ever need, and he thinks, you know, everybody's bailed him out of trouble all through his career, you know, and they're still trying to bail him out of his trouble. And I think he thinks most artists and most entertainers, when they grow up and become famous and rich and all that good stuff, that, you know, it goes to their head. People's bailed them out. They can afford the big attorneys and things, and they just think they can get away with anything. And, you know, him being as young as he is one of his downfalls right now.
Yeah, I'm hoping that if the same thing happens to me, like if I do go down the road of stardom, that at least I don't lose myself.
Don't
like the bright
ever
lights
forget where you came from.
Yeah.
Don't forget how hard it was to get you there. And always be an inspiration to the younger generation coming up behind you. I don't care what it is. Always be able to leave a great track. Don't burn bridges. And, you know, so the next younger generation can get a better influence and a better, you know, idea of what the real talent is. Because I believe you're going to go somewhere, man.
Thank you.
I believe you're going to go somewhere. I believe that, you know, you work hard at it. You got good vocals. Y'all both are doing really well in this. We'll be able to show them that here in a little bit as they sing in the studio for us. But I'm telling you what, you know, your generation, even my generation, and I don't know what happened, but created this little commodity that we're in now. Now it's going to take the next generation to overcome that, you know, and every generation is going to rule the world one day. Someone's going to be a leader out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so we're going to make sure that hopefully they will see the wrongs that some of our generation that was ahead of them allowed to happen, and make them better as they get going.
Definitely, yeah, I agree completely.
It was not. It was like.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Do you know how to escape a fire? Well, would you believe you could learn the answer from a baby?
If you get caught in a fire, here's what you should know. Get down on your knees and you remember, please, to keep your body low. You just got to fall and crawl, that's all. And you get out of the fire. Fall and crawl, that's all. And you get out of the fire. If it gets smoky around you, so cloudy that you can see, just cover your face and get out of that place and fall and crawl just like me. You just got to fall and crawl, that's all. And you get out of the fire. Fall and crawl, that's all.
Hi, my name is Raquel, and I'm a cyberbully. Hi, Raquel. I posted a nasty rumor about my ex-best friend on my Facebook page.
Hi, my name's Chris, and I'm a bully.
Hi, Chris.
I meet with 6th grade at least once a day.
Most kids won't admit they're a bully, but you know who they are. Don't be bullied. Take charge. Report a bully and remain anonymous. Call, text, or log on. Be a bully buster.
100%. That's important for young artists to remember too, yeah. That's what I would suggest.
You know, God gives us all talent. He gives us, you know, something unique in every one of us. You know, it's just finding that and making it grow and giving it everything you got, having that passion for it, you know. And once you succeed at it, it's our turn then to turn and help others come along and find their passion, find their seeds, and find what their talents are and help them. Having a bigger brother and having a little brother, you know, your little brother looks up to you. So everything you do, you gotta stop and think sometimes, man.
Yeah.
What am I showing my little brother? Did I show him something right or wrong?
Definitely.
You know, and when you see him doing something wrong, you got to be the bigger brother and say, hey, don't do that, you know. But you got to also condone him for what he's doing right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the same with you, with your sisters, brothers, and family. It's in cousins, everyone, man. We all have to work together, all have to work with each other, you know, and make everybody grow, you know, find their ways, find their itches, find their seeds or whatever, and help them out. You know, don't judge, love them, no matter what it is, and, you know, be behind them, keep going straight. You know, so.
Those are some powerful words, KD, yeah. I agree completely.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because y'all are the ones that have to be the influence,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what you do. You know, one of the things when I was in high school, and you can ask a lot of kids that was in high school with me, a lot of people used to think, man, what's your problem, Duck? You know, you was either, you know, you hang with the heavy rockers, you hang with the preps, you hang with the, you know, the geeks
it's
and
like,
everything like that.
Who cares? You don't fit into just one clique.
I just help everyone. I didn't care. You know, when I seen kids fighting, sometimes it was two friends of mine, I'll break them up and say, hey, man, what, y'all idiots?
Exactly,
you know, y'all shouldn't be fighting over something stupid.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, me as an artist, I would never want to be, like, defined by material things or defined as, oh, that's the jock who sings on stage or stuff like that. I don't want a reputation. I want to be just Derek Rora. And whoever Derek Rora is at any moment in time, that's who I am.
And that's what you want to leave an influence of that behind when you do what you do. You know, it's like I've seen these kids, you know, killing themselves over bullying on social network bullying and all that, you know, and
it's because, yeah, it's so easy to just fit a mold nowadays and just, you know, go through the motions, but I think it's important to just break out of that.
Yeah, well,
and, yeah.
We have to be also stronger for them. You know,
Exactly.
when someone feels like they're not being loved or feels like they're being let down or feeling like they're being bullied, you know, that's where other kids have got to step up and stop the bullying, you know, and love that person, you know, and understand they got feelings too. Put the shoe on your foot, you know. If that shoe fits it, you know, wear it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if it don't fit, then understand it. Don't try to force it.
And that's what's so, like, messed up about today's generation is because everything's getting so competitive that we feel the need to, like, dog eat dog world. We feel the need to enforce that idea, that notion.
Yeah, the problem is everybody's individual.
Yeah.
Every student out there learns differently. You know, there's students that see things backwards. There's students that don't understand math and everything. Mm-hmm. That's not a downfall for, you know, them to be picked on or anything. That's where we need to step up and help them. You know, when I was younger, my grandfather was the smartest man around. The man finished 6th grade. My dad was smart as around. He only finished 5th grade. You know, and the reason for that is because they were all in one school. From first to graduation, they all lived in one school, and they all helped each other. You know, the older ones helped the younger ones, and the teachers and everything. And that's why they were so smart and intelligent, because they all worked together. Every kid out there can make powerful schools. They can make powerful education in their minds, you know, just by everybody helping each other instead of working against each other. If someone's weak in one thing, he's stronger in something else. You know, you may be strong in mathematics, but, you know, weak in science. Well, he may be strong in science and weak in math. You know, so y'all work together and you both become strong.
Yeah, and that's the thing I want kids who go to performing arts school to understand, because if we were to work together, we could arrange some awesome pieces, some awesome compositions, but it's like everyone who's there lets their own dreams get in the way and of their friendships even, and they just start cutting people off. They start doing anything just to reach the top of the ladder. And it's frustrating sometimes. It's stressful. Well, but I think the competition helps sometimes because, like, when other people try to become better, I guess, and I quote that, better, because, you know, better is an opinion to other people, how other people perceive it. So I think when other people are trying to become better than me, I step up my game and I just hone my craft and I become even better per se. So I think competition is good sometimes, but
competition is good,
but it can lead people to do crazy things. It can mess someone up.
Yeah, and everything. You just have to when you know, you got to be able to know how to separate, you know, the game from reality. You know, yeah, playing football and everything, it isn't the end of the world if you ain't the best quarterback or if you ain't the best front lineman or whatever, you know. But the thing is, in everything, there's music. And music touches the souls of everybody.
It can heal, yeah.
You know, from a baby listening to music to a grandparents or even at a funeral. Music's everything. It's part of everything. You know, it's part of movies, it's part of shows, it's part of people's soul, part of hearts. It brings back memories, it takes away pain, you know, and that's why it's important. So what are you planning on doing as far as the future and writing music? Are you writing your own?
Yeah, I write my own songs occasionally, but I think that once I become a little more renowned in Tampa, that's when I'm actually going to start cracking down on originals. That's when I'm actually going to start recording them in studio, sending out demos, you know, doing all the works.
Well, when you go to start writing these songs, you know, you want to be able to remember kind of like this, you know, when you're writing your songs, think of your album as a book, like a story you're trying to tell, you know, and you want to write your story like that, you know, and then when you sing them, you want to bring people emotionally into it to let them really understand what you're trying to tell them, you know, through your music and all that. If you know how much passion you have through that song, it makes each and every song more and more about yourself or about what you're trying to tell everybody.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the hardest part, is digging deep into like my personal roots just to create an intimate song. Like, that's why I like to spend lots of time on writing music, because I think that it's really important to convey a certain message.
What about you, Sway? You write music?
I try. I try. When I'm alone, I sit in front of my keyboard and I think of things, think of how I'm feeling at the time, and put words out there and make a tune.
Make a tune?
Make a tune.
You play instruments?
I do. I play the drums. I also, yeah, I learned that from my sister.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
I want to play guitar. I had a guitar when I was little, but I never really tried because I was just little. So I want to get back on that, and I'm learning piano.
Well, what's your intake about what we was just talking about the kids and the fashion and all that?
Well, wait, fashion.
Passion.
Oh.
The fashion.
Passion in their music?
Yeah.
Well, for me as an example, I take a lot of passion into my music. Like the moods that I'm feeling, it really helps me if I'm like stressed out or mad. I just go in my room and I blare my music and I sing, and it really releases so much stress from a hard day or from arguing with someone. And you know, that's better than, you know, doing something else that won't really help me as much. And I believe everyone has their own way of, you know, dealing with their stress, but that's just mine. And I know a lot of people who sing and play music to release stress, and like that builds their passion for their music because they get more into it and they feel more because they're trying to let out their feelings when they sing. So that's what creates the passion.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really awesome. So what do you all want to tell some of your kids, your friends out there that are watching that y'all go to school?
Well, shout out to all my homies at Blake.
Don't want to name them?
Well, I mean, I've got a circle of friends. Like, I've got Jared
Homies?
Pia, Christian Tejeda, I've got Zachary Sandler, Stephanie Smith. They're all part of my circle. Jesse Johnston.
What about you, darling?
I have a few friends at Steinbrenner High School. Well, my freshman friends, her name is Ashley Kaleda. She's my newfound best friend. And Nicole Castellano. We just hung out last night. It was great. But yeah, they're my best friends. And I don't really hang out with a big group of people because I like to keep my group small. But I'm friendly with everyone. So shout out to everyone at Steinbrenner. Stay classy,
I want to
warriors.
shout out to family.
Oh, yeah, shout out to my mom.
Of course, but you asked friends specifically, so.
Yeah.
I mean.
Hey, I got to mess with you, man.
Shout out to Mama Lena Botero for everything she's done. She's my momager.
Oh, your momager?
My momager, yeah.
Well, momager's got it going on. So
Thanks, KD.
yeah, man, you know.
I appreciate when people, like, compliment my mother.
Yeah, well, your
'Cause
mother's
she is
nice.
beautiful.
She is a beautiful woman, and she's a good person. Yeah. You know, I have to meet her someday. No, I'm just kidding. I have met her. How about you? You want to shout out your mom and family?
Shout out to my mama for birthing me and giving me life
Amen.
to be here.
Preach.
Like she says, I put you into this world and I can take you out. She says that to me.
She sounds
I like your mama already.
Sweetheart.
Ooh, doggy.
She's a kind woman, I promise.
Huh?
She's a kind woman.
She's a kind woman, but she'll take you out.
But she
Remember
will.
that. Yeah. I like them little women with dynamite. TNT, baby. You know?
It doesn't look like it right now, but these people are shifting the balance of power all over the world. Oren Gleish is fighting the president of Colombia. Stephanie Jemison is one of the most feared women in Bangladesh. And Stella Mason is a dangerous element, according to the government of China. These people are all members of Amnesty International. When Oren writes a letter to the president of Colombia, innocent citizens might not be rounded up and killed. When Stephanie sends a fax to the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, innocent women might not be beaten. When Stella sends an email to the President of China, innocent Chinese citizens might not be tortured. And if enough members write in, these things might never happen again. Join Amnesty International during our 40th anniversary and pressure human rights abusers to stop what they're doing right from your home. Amnesty International.
My name is Kalia. I'm 11 years old and I have vitiligo.
It's been very painful watching my child being made fun of by other children and adults who don't understand about vitiligo.
My name is Roxanne. I also have vitiligo. Vitiligo does not discriminate. It affects men, women, and children of all ethnic backgrounds at any age. Vitiligo has profoundly affected my life. When I found the AVRF, I got the support I needed.
My mom called the AVRF and we got the support we needed. Now I don't feel so alone.
If you or someone you know has vitiligo, contact the American Vitiligo Research Foundation for more information.
Yeah, so what's your favorite hobby besides singing?
I actually like doing homework. As weird as that sounds, I like studying.
Go ahead. She's just yelling at me in my ear, telling me to get back in the shot.
I like writing a lot too. Not even just songwriting. I like writing poetry, writing little short stories, fan fiction, stuff like that. I like playing video games. That's a big hobby of mine, you know. Just sitting at home bored one day. I mean, what else can you do besides eat?
I don't know.
Play some video games.
I know a lot of things you can do besides play video games. Mow the
Exercise,
lawn, weed the flower beds,
that's all
paint the
work.
house, clean your bedroom. You know, you want me to keep going?
But there's a great cake in the fridge. Are you kidding? You can whip up some whipped cream, you know, put it on some ice cream.
What was your
just
address?
eat.
I'll be over in a minute.
Eat all my food.
No, just the cake part. A buddy of mine brought a cake it had here a few weeks ago to our studio, and it had, you know, Jammin TV with KD on it.
Oh,
and
great,
it was pretty
yeah.
cool, man. I loved it, man.
Yeah, so I would say my hobby is eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd settle for that.
How about you?
Well, my hobbies include cheerleading, dancing, writing. I love writing. I write poetry.
And you said you have a problem with writing music. If you write poetry, that shouldn't be a problem.
Well, my poetry really doesn't rhyme. It's more of telling a story with a lot of like feeling and.
Whoever said music had to rhyme?
Well, I mean, this is true. Yeah.
I'm into the hole, not the pole, but we rock and roll.
Hey, that all rhymed though. That's the only problem.
No,
it's all good, man.
And I like cleaning. I like to feng shui my room a lot.
Yeah, you like to clean your room a lot?
I do.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Clean
No.
person. My aunt, well, that woman, she goes spring cleaning every 3 days.
Every 3 days.
I swear,
That's
man.
crazy. That's my mom too. My mom loves cleaning.
You know?
OCD.
I think, yeah, OCD badly. But there's nothing wrong with having, because that, makes you a character, it makes, part of you, and, keeping yourself clean, keeping your room clean. It's like me, when I have, you go in my cabinets, all the labels will face forward, and all the food, all the clothes are perfectly squared up. Why do you think I'm single for 13 years? They're like walking up, nope, I'm out of here, I'm like, why? Well, I'm scared to even blow my nose in here.
My mom's obsessive with keeping the labels forward.
That's me.
Yeah, so my cousin one time, he like turned all the labels backward and she freaked out.
Well, I don't freak out. I just look at it and like, really? Did you just do that? Okay, and I just turn them back.
I just feel disorganized around you guys now. Because I don't even have labels.
In the refrigerator, man, everything's perfect, and I got everything labeled on the little plastic container saying, what date I ate it, and all that, and everything. And so, okay, that's got to go out of the refrigerator, clean up and stuff, Everything's perfect, man. Temperature's right in the lettuce area, and the tomato, and then, you got to do it right. And then you go to my room, you're like, what the heck, color coded, Open up the drawers, all the shirts are perfectly laid up on top of each other. Sip, 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 sip.
You go into my room, you struggle just trying to move around in there.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah, I'm not organized at all.
Really?
Yeah, I just like eating, like I said before. I mean.
You just like eating, huh?
Cleaning's not really my thing.
Why not?
I clean my plate. I mean, does that count? I don't know.
Licking the heck out of a plate. Hey, this is Derek right here on Jammin TV with KD. We'll be right back after this.
It's 3 a.m. I think the devil is up to his tricks again. This is the last night that I better find you here, crying your eyes out because of the mirror. It only shows that your beauty's skin deep. Well, baby, I disagree. Silence breaks. You know that you've always been picture perfect, flawless 10 to me. Close your eyes and let's pretend nothing bad ever happened. It's unseen what we kept from everyone. We're young and we're just having fun. But I think true love is not someone smiling, not even the sensation of falling. It grips at your inner security and loosens the grip on your sanity. So if you've gone crazy, then baby, same goes for me. Same goes for me. I'm crazy, crazy for you. I've got insecurities too that make me think that we're through and we're done arguing and making a do. But I think that the truth is love's not a cure but an illness endured, and I think we can make this work if we give it one more try. True love is not someone smiling, not even the sensation of falling. It grips at your inner securities and loosens the grip on your sanity. So if you've gone crazy, then baby, same goes for me. Same goes for me. crazy for you. I'm crazy.
Hey, that was Derek from Blake High School right here on Jammin TV with KD. Man, you know, you got vocals, dog.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
what's up with the hairdo, man?
Oh, the hairdo? You know, originally, like, I was going through a phase and I was like punk rock and I just wanted something different, so I went for a mohawk. And you know what? I liked it, so faux hawk all the way.
I went down in it. I was liking it. You know, I was just wondering because it looks like the tips could have been pink or something. The colors on my
You know
flowers.
what? I
are
might
rubbed
just
off
go
because-
through like a midlife crisis in
Already,
my early
huh?
20s.
Wow.
And just dye the tips just red, green.
Hey, I shaved my head one time.
You did?
I sure
really?
did. Yeah. When I was in
You
the
should do that,
military.
right? Like, you should just leave a strip down the middle of just bald.
I did that for the Rays when they were in that championship.
You did?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You
I
left
got pictures of
a
it.
patch
too.
of just...
I had a mohawk right down there. As soon as, that was the worst thing I ever did.
That's awesome.
I was like,
Liberty spikes just...
no, it wasn't like all that now. My hair was only about that tall, you know. I just said, go ahead. I was in Alabama, man. And I was supporting my Rays. And I went in the office next morning and everybody like fell out of their chairs laughing so hard. What the?
Oh, man, that must have been embarrassing.
No.
Nah,
I don't
just
get
like,
embarrassed.
whatever.
I don't get embarrassed, you know. When people do stupid things or if I do stupid things, I just laugh it off, you know. There's no sense of letting it
Yeah.
take. I don't
That's
cry
so
over
true.
spilled milk either.
Exactly.
Why
I
not?
laugh all the time at myself. People need to learn how to just
You got
laugh
to.
it out.
You know, it builds character, it builds sense of humor, it builds, you know, a good heart soul, you know. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself. When you take everything so personal and take everything so serious, you're gonna be one sad SOB.
Oh, yeah.
You sure are. And everything. So, do y'all have any crafts or anything that y'all like to do?
As an art?
Well,
Yeah, I'm like, art.
I like painting.
Yeah?
I do. I painted a birdhouse one time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I finger paint, like, if that
Stick
counts for
fingers?
anything. I just, you know, like, I don't know. I can't actually draw or anything, so I just mess around with paint, just throw it
Well,
everywhere.
crafts and art's in a lot of different ways. You can do sand sculptures, you can turn around and build things, you know, just different things like that.
I don't know. I've never really been handy.
Not to put you on the
So-
spot, but who's your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher at Blake High School has to be Miss Walker.
Miss Walker?
Yes.
Ooh, my favorite teacher has to be Mr. Carabine.
Well, you had to hesitate on that one, huh?
I had to think.
What makes them your best teachers?
Well, I guess going back to the whole what's your favorite craft thing, Miss Walker kind of introduced me to writing. She made me feel passionately about it, so she was really cool. She was awesome.
Yeah, what about you?
Well, he's our AP teacher, and he's very funny. He's sassy, and we call him Sassy Carabine. And him and I, it's like a love-hate relationship with the classroom because we're his last period of the day. So we're all tired and we all want to go home. So we just crack jokes throughout the class and we just have fun with it. We make fun, and he tells us stories about all these crazy kids that he's taught, like because he taught at Jefferson. So he told us about all these kids, and we make we make jokes, like Helen Keller jokes all the time, and he has them like posted around his room. And so,
Put you on the spot real quick. What's the dumbest thing your mom's ever done?
The dumbest thing my mom has ever done, and that's a very difficult question. I can go
There's
down
a lot,
the
huh?
list of things, man. Huh.
How about you?
Think long and hard.
my mom, she went into a skating rink with my aunt, and they went to pick up my sister and my cousin, and they wanted to embarrass them. And so they dressed in pajamas, curled their hairs in rollers, put on Bubba teeth, and with toilet paper hanging out of their butts. And they went to the skating rink and they talked country. They were like, Kelly, Alyssa, come on, we're going home. And so my cousin was like, and she was shocked, and my sister was like, okay. Because she's like, that's my mom, it's okay. Like, I know her. And my cousin was so embarrassed. She ran to the car and was crying. So funny.
Really? That was funny. I just laughed about it. How about you, man?
Man, my mom hasn't done anything crazy like that or anything. I don't know. You want to help me on this, Mom? Offset. What's the dumbest thing you think you've ever done? She's offset right now, just
That's all right.
thinking.
We'll cut that out. All right. What's the funniest thing your mother's ever done?
What's the funniest thing my mother has ever done?
She had you, right?
That was good. Hey.
I love it, man. You got to keep it going.
I was just born a punchline, that's the thing.
Yeah, here's a punchline. How long was your mom in labor with you?
Oh, I have no
idea. You don't
but
have
I was
no
the
idea?
smallest kid I know. Out of my two brothers, I was the smallest. So.
Wow,
A
6
light
pounds
baby.
of weight, but 80 pounds of ego.
You know, I am pretty full of myself. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm just kidding. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you?
That's ever happened to me? I can't say it was really funny, but it was pretty funny in retrospect. Like, me and my grandmother and my brother, we went to Universal Studios during Christmas time, and we were, just shopping around, grabbing stuff. My grandmother was like, grab anything you want, guys. This is your day. And it was a big Christmas surprise. We were going through the store, grabbing all of the stuff. And then we walked out, and security just stopped us, and I just remember crying the entire night as my grandmother got interrogated by the police. And it turns out we had just stolen all that merchandise, and we just walked out of the store without paying. And I'm there crying. My brother's just hysterical. Like, it was just bad. But in retrospect, I thank my grandmother for the life lesson.
Life lesson.
Yeah. Like, at least bring coupons if you're gonna steal something. Like, so that you can play it off. You can be like, oh man, I thought I used this.
Oh, yeah.
Darn it. Let me just go back and pay for it. Just run.
How about you? What's the funniest thing you've ever done, personally?
Okay. One of the many funniest things I've ever done was I recently moved into an apartment complex, and they're all similar. They all look the same, and it was like my second week there, and I went outside and I went walking, and then I went back and I went to the wrong building and went into the wrong apartment.
Oh man.
And their door was unlocked and everything, and I was like, oh, that's not my house. And I just was like, sorry. And I went back home, found the house.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is arepas, actually. It's a Colombian, okay, I'm gonna slow it down for you. Arepa. So it's a Spanish dish from Colombia, and my grandmother makes them exquisitely, I must say so myself. It's a flour tortilla.
What time's dinner?
What time's dinner? I'm telling you, it's good. It's really good.
How about you? What's your favorite?
Salad. I love salad. I could eat salad every meal.
Favorite dessert?
Dulce de leche, or like tres leches, stuff like
Yes.
that. I like moist cakes. Those are so good.
Really?
I like.
I'm a Betty Crocker fan. I don't know how to cook a cake, man. My sister does, though. My sister is an awesome cake decorator. She makes everything from scratch.
From scratch? That's so
you ever
different.
need them for a wedding or a party or something, man? My sister would bang up, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So you said what?
What?
What'd you like?
Oh, I like flan, and I really like ice cream and waffle cones.
Hey.
Waffle cones
my
are.
buddy's like way
what's up?
over edge there because flan. What is flan?
Oh, a flan is delicious.
It's like
isn't it Italian?
A caramel jello-ish type thing. It's a cake.
It's good.
Really?
It's really good. It's awesome. The bomb.
Well, I'm learning things every day. It's like the other day somebody brought me over some kind of beer cake.
A beer cake?
I'm like, a beer cake, dude, really?
How drunk did you
But
get?
it was pretty good. It was.
Yeah, I know.
I've had beer cake lately. I've had Jello cake lately.
Oh, that's interesting.
What else did I had? I had a floating bomb, what was it, floating Jaeger bomb, supreme cake or something.
That sounds extreme.
That's something.
That sounds
I got some
crazy.
weird friends, don't I? They be cooking up some concoction. I better quit being their test buddy. I'd be like next. I'd be like,
yeah, you gotta be careful.
Doc, try this. I feel like that kid, what was on Life cereal, you know? Remember them commercials? Oh, you probably don't remember them commercials. Mama does.
Brown hair kid?
Mikey likes it. Mikey eat it. Mikey ain't a kid no more. He's grown up, man. I'm telling my age now.
You eat a cake, you just become a man right after.
Superman. Dumbass. Dumb butt, sorry. And everything. So,
excuse me.
Man, I want to say thank you. I'm glad y'all came on the show.
Nah, thank you for the opportunity. It's been great.
You know, I hope that when you get back to school, that all your friends and everybody get to, you know, enjoy the show. And,
yeah.
You know, now, here in just a little bit, y'all gonna be able to come on channel 1340 AM, 1350 AM, or 1400 AM, and speak to Derek and them live right after this show. So, you know, get ready to tune in. We'll have the phone number right here for you in just a moment and everything. So give us a shout out. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Raquel and I'm a cyberbully. Hi, Raquel. I posted a nasty rumor about my ex-best friend on my Facebook page.
Hi, my name's Chris, and I'm a bully.
Hi, Chris.
I meet with 6th grade at least once a day.
Most kids won't admit they're a bully, but you know who they are. Don't be bullied. Take charge. Report a bully and remain anonymous. Call, text, or log on. Be a bully buster.
Hey, this has been Jammin TV with KD, and today we've had Derek and Jesse here from Blake High School. Y'all get out there and get a chance to come out and see the show and see this band perform. They're awesome, and we want to say thank y'all for tuning in today. Remember, come to 1340, 1350, or 1400 here in just a few minutes and talk to us personally on AM radio. We're glad that y'all was here watching and everything. Y'all want to say anything to anybody? Say goodbye.
Just shout out to my homies. Yeah. And that's how I'm gonna end it. Finish off my interview.
Shout out to the homies. Well, what's wrong with shouting out to the wimmos?
Yeah. Sexist.
Fine. Oh my God. Why are you guys ganging up on me? Come on.
All right. But hey, it's all good. Right here, we thank you again. This is Krazyduck with Jammin TV with KD. Till next week, same time, same channel. Thanks for tuning in.
Sometimes bad things do happen to good people, and often when we least expect it. When we watch horrific acts on the evening news or read about stories of tragic illness, loss, or violent death, we might reflect on what we've just watched or read for a few minutes, but then go on with our lives. It is so different when it's personal, when it happens to you or someone you know. While this tragedy might not make the evening news, in your own private world, it's a headline that screams at you. If you have suffered a traumatic loss, you know that grief doesn't quite work that way. There is no quick fix for healing when your heart is broken. The death of a loved one, a family member, or friend is one of life's most devastating experiences. But the good news is that there is a unique organization in our own community. It's small in size, but big in heart, where you can grieve in private and learn how to put your life back together one step at a time. It is called appropriately the Life Center. The Life Center was founded in 1981 to meet a very real need in our community.
The Life Center was really started as an experiment. We were doing prevention programming at a big local mental health center. We decided to do some research and to ask around and try and figure out, well, if we're going to run an experiment, what's the population that's at the most risk? And as we thought about it, we thought that about the worst stress that we could think of was a family in which there was a child dying. And so we developed an intervention program, and that was the birth of the Life Center. That's really how we started.
To the founders, it was clear there was no organization in existence to deal with the subject people want to avoid, but is unfortunately a part of everyone's life: death and dying.
Death is a very scary subject for a lot of people. And even well-trained health professionals don't have much training in the area of death and dying. And it is a specialized field, and there are some specialized skills that are required that can help people through that process of dealing with the loss of a loved one, whether it's an impending loss or whether it's an already experienced loss.
From the beginning, the Life Center was focused on its clearly defined mission: to provide counseling to those suffering a loss due to the death of a loved one, to victims of traumatic incidents, and to those who have suffered a serious illness. The Life Center's founders felt strongly that the mission reflects another key component: a heart. Thus, they also included the following: to provide emotional support, grief counseling, intervention, education, and training in a compassionate and healing environment to help children, adults, and families reduce the negative effects of trauma and grief in order to lead healthy and productive lives. The Life Center set a very deliberate tone from the start. It opened its doors in a converted home in a family-like, unpretentious setting. From its inception, an environment of comfort and healing was created. 2 years after it was founded, the Life Center hired as its executive director the woman who has been its guiding force ever since, Cheryl R. Baker, licensed therapist and grief educator. Under her leadership, it has evolved into the only center of its kind in our community that specializes in treating loss or serious illness, combining unconditional caring with the wisdom that comes from decades of grief and bereavement expertise.
What makes the Life Center special, I think, is the community. It's a very compassionate, non-judging community of counselors that really have the expertise to walk through and accompany a person through the most devastating experience of their life. Grief is the experience. It's a universal experience. It's the greatest equalizer of all when we have a death, and nobody really prepares for that.
The Life Center has continued to expand its services and reach out to people of all ages who are suffering. People from all walks of life have walked through its doors with these common denominators. They needed help and guidance to go forward with their lives, and understanding and information about what to expect on the journey through grief. In so many cases, this meant moving past their own personal nightmares.
Mariah had witnessed she'd lost both her grandmother and then her mother. And of course, at 4 years old, you have no concept of death or what was going on. And we knew she was in a very fragile, traumatic state. And we knew that she needed help. Of course, what we didn't know was how much help we needed.
A 24-year-old son, Jerry, took his own life at home, and we discovered him, and of course it turned our lives upside down, as you can imagine.
I got a call on the phone, and they told me my son had been in a car accident. It just like somebody just ripped my heart out.
Sad things happen to all kinds of people, and we just happen to be one of them.
Through established counseling strategies, a dedicated team of counselors gives people the educational tools they need to reduce some of the overwhelming trauma and isolation that can temporarily affect their ability to function. Cognitive therapy, stress regulation, breathing techniques, and other resiliency-focused therapies help people to work through their grief and regain optimal, productive lives. The Life Center's compassionate counseling has enabled traumatized clients to do what they never thought they could, to see a new day.
Life Center helped me very much because it made me feel like I wasn't alone.
Profound loss is the most painful human experience, and it's not one we're ever prepared for. And when we go through it, it's such a personal issue that I don't think we have the capability to face it head on.
I keep my mother in my heart by thinking about her and thinking about the good times I had with her and never forgetting how much I loved her and how much she loved me.
Coming here, it helped me a lot, and just being able to talk and express my feelings.
They gave us permission to grieve. They gave us permission that what we had gone through was a horrible experience. And they gave us permission to allow ourselves to feel the pain.
The Life Center uses creative arts, art therapy, and journal work for children and adults. But the art therapy is particularly effective for young children who may not be able to express their thoughts in any other way.
I draw how I feel. I just draw me crying or being happy or other things. And drawing helps me get through my problems. And what I draw makes me a little happier.
This is a 9 3/4-year-old child who was terminally ill and who was dying and knew that she wouldn't live to face her 10th birthday. And there are 9 candles, and the last one is a black candle falling over and releasing a butterfly. This was her precognition, or her knowing about the journey of her life and her death.
Group therapy is a particularly effective approach for the Life Center.
We tend to use a group format here because it gives people who are in the group, who have been there for a while, an opportunity to see the new people coming in and to remember when they were that raw and to be able to gauge from that their own progress. And the flip side of that is equally true for the people who are coming in new to the experience, seeing people who are a few weeks or a few months down the road. It gives people a little more confidence, realizing that there is progress that can be made, that people do actually heal and get better.
As it remains true to its mission, the Life Center's quiet but caring reach extends to all people, regardless of socioeconomic status, cultural practices, or religious beliefs.
We get people in the frozen rawness of the moments, the days, the weeks after it happens. Often, from a news story, they're in our office within sometimes 48 to 72 hours.
The Life Center also provides its services to area businesses, schools, and healthcare educators. The Life Center is called upon to provide its specialized counseling and consultant services. Local and national companies refer through their employee